Shamgar, a lesser-known deliverer of Israel. Shamgar is a biblical figure mentioned briefly in the book of Judges, specifically in Judges 3:31 and 5:6. Despite his limited presence in the scriptures, Shamgar's role as a judge and deliverer of Israel is significant. His story provides insight into the theme of divine intervention through unlikely individuals, and it also reflects the continuous cycle of oppression and deliverance experienced by the Israelites. Shamgar's role as a judge. While the book of Judges provides little detail about Shamgar's tenure, his inclusion among the judges suggests that he played a role in maintaining order and delivering justice during a chaotic time in Israel's history. Judges, in this context, were not merely legal arbitrators, but were also military leaders and spiritual guides. They were called by God to lead Israel out of periods of sin and oppression, often through acts of military deliverance. Shamgar's single recorded act of delivering Israel is significant enough to secure his place among these divinely appointed leaders. Shamgar and the Philistines. Shamgar's enemies, the Philistines, were one of the major adversaries of Israel during this period. The Philistines, known for their advanced weaponry and military strength, often oppressed the Israelites. Shamgar's victory over 600 Philistines with an ox goad not only showcases his personal bravery, but also serves as a testament to divine empowerment. It is through God's strength that Shamgar was able to overcome such overwhelming odds, reflecting a common theme throughout the book of Judges, where deliverance is attributed to divine intervention rather than human ability. Theological significance. Shamgar's story reinforces several theological principles found throughout the book of Judges. First, it exemplifies the idea that God raises up deliverers from unexpected places. Shamgar, likely a farmer, was not a trained warrior, yet God empowered him to deliver Israel from the Philistines. This mirrors the biblical theme of God using the weak to shame the strong, as seen in other narratives like David and Goliath, or Gideon's defeat of the Midianites. Second, Shamgar's use of an ox goad highlights the theme of divine provision. God often equips his chosen individuals with what they have on hand, turning ordinary objects into instruments of deliverance. Shamgar's ox goad serves as a reminder that God can use even the most unlikely means to achieve his purposes. Finally, Shamgar's brief mention in Scripture underscores the idea that even seemingly small acts of faithfulness can have a significant impact. Although Shamgar's story is not as detailed as other judges like Deborah, Gideon, or Samson, his role in delivering Israel from the Philistines is no less important. His example encourages believers to trust that God can use them, regardless of their background or the tools at their disposal, to accomplish his will. Historical context of Shamgar's time. Shamgar appears during a period of Israelite history characterized by the decentralized leadership of the judges. After the death of Joshua, the Israelites entered a time when they were ruled by a series of judges, leaders chosen by God to deliver them from the oppressive nations surrounding them. This era, detailed in the book of Judges, highlights the cyclical pattern of the Israelites falling into sin, being oppressed by foreign powers, crying out to God for deliverance, and then being saved by a judge raised up by God. Shamgar's mention comes immediately after the account of Ehud, who delivered Israel from Moabite oppression. Shamgar's time likely overlapped with Ehud's judgeship or followed shortly after, as Judges 3:31 provides only a brief description of his actions. His story is also referenced in the Song of Deborah, Judges 5:6, where the lawlessness and insecurity of his time are highlighted. Conclusion. Shamgar's brief yet powerful story offers a rich insight into the recurring themes of the book of Judges: God's deliverance, the use of unlikely individuals, and the significance of faith in divine empowerment. Though he is mentioned only in 2 verses, Shamgar's courage and reliance on God's strength in the face of overwhelming odds mark him as a noteworthy figure in Israel's history. His legacy, like that of many other judges, illustrates the continuous cycle of Israel's struggle and deliverance, a theme that resonates throughout the scriptures.